Mattel Electronics presents
Astro Smash.
You're watching the television, fella. Tracy has some great content, so keep watching. He'll show you stuff you never even knew existed for your television.
That's the Intellivision game, or
What?
KC. KC.
Television, fella. Take it away, Tracy.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Intellivision Show, episode 104. Tracy here, your host for today, according to Old Poe. Yes, Mike, I said it right. I want to also thank anyone watching from the Retro Gamer channel. I do post these live on there now as well. Someday I'm going to start playing everything else other than Intellivision, but right now I just don't have time. Where am I? Today we'll be talking about Intellivision Sprint games and some gameplay. We're going to talk about Intellivision Collector, and we're going to specifically focus on all the games that are available for the Sprint in digital. Basically, that means digital form. And then I'm also going to go over my top 5 picks of what Luke has available. We are going to have all the regular segments. We're going to have news. I'm going to put the news together, unlike I've been doing here lately. It's too weird. Sometimes things go to both, and I'm just going to have the news. And it's going to be OG news and Sprint news all rolled into one. We are going to have a Homebrew Highlight on Deadly Dogs. That is a game from Intellivision Collector. I thought it'd be fitting since most of the show is going to be about him this week. And if you like Intellivision content, give this video a like. Consider subbing to the channel if you're new here, because it's all I do is Intellivision content at least once a week, sometimes more. And you can also find me on Facebook, Atari Age, Discord. My email and all the links to all of those are in the description of every single video. And also I want to thank my 120 channel members. You guys are awesome. All the guys that joined on their own, all the guys that donated the memberships. I really do appreciate all the support. It definitely helps. It pays for StreamYard, which is pretty expensive now for the tier I'm on. And I really love the support. It shows that people care and they're watching and they enjoy what they're seeing. And that really is why I'm here. So let's go ahead and do a quick show update. Like I said a little bit ago, the news, I'm going to combine them. It just doesn't make sense. I've tried it to be separate, but I'm going to combine them. I don't want to do it like I've been doing. It just doesn't feel right. So personal update, phase 2 of the house is done. The only thing left they have to do is something they can do on the outside, all around the doors and windows, paint it the Eve color. It's still all one color out there. So I'm looking forward to that, seeing what it looks like. And my wife's quite happy because she no longer has to be on swing shift. She did that for close to half a year while they were here doing phase 1. And she just got a taste of being back on day shift, and phase 2 started. So she was all grumpy for a while, but I really do appreciate it because I can't change my schedule. If I go back, I mean, I can go back to swing, but then I would have to literally wait what could be a year or two, could be 10 years until they bring the next person. And then seniority, I mean, I'm one of the high guys. I would be able to get it back, but I would have to wait for an opening. So she always has to be the one to flex her schedule when something's going on with the kids or something like that. What else we got here? Been spending a lot of time getting stuff out of our shop. It's like we have like an 8-car garage, but it's 16 feet high, and getting stuff out that we now have room for, going through it, putting stuff back that we don't need to keep in here any longer. That's all we've been doing besides the show and family stuff. Watched the Super Bowl at my parents' Sunday. Congrats to the Seahawks. I'm definitely, as a Niner fan, I'm not happy that they won, but man, did they deserve it. They have a great team, and I can't say anything bad about them other than I hope we get them next year. But I don't know. They're going to be tough. So had a lot of fun with that. We had a lot of food, hanging out with family. I love doing that. You know, it's like one of my things. I do RC racing. I do YouTube. and which includes my own videos. And I love watching as many people as I can get in, and I love spending time with family. That's pretty much all I do. Well, work to pay for it all. But it's been nice to have all this extra space in the house and to have everything kind of going to the full scope of what our vision was whenever we came here. Man, it started in 2020, moved in 20 May of 22, so it's almost been 4 years. So it's nice to see things finally start coming together like we had planned from the beginning. So let's go ahead. There is a poll. So I put 4 games in from Intellivision Collector, and it's just, which one do you like the most out of those 4? And I'll try to remember to follow it. I kind of keep notes in that now, so a lot of weeks I'm forgetting about the poll. Let's welcome everyone in chat. I think Tofu was here first. I know this happens to me now and then, where I post way early and then it's gone. But Benvril is here first as far as I can see. Tofu, welcome. Good to see you. Joey Vibes is here. Chris is 4th. What's going on, Lathe? Good to see you. Off-Grid Arcade, Bart. I was watching him earlier. I think video earlier, and then he was on a live stream. I caught as much as I could. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. Pierre's here. What's going on, Pierre? Good to see you. Again, Pierre, we're going to have to figure out something. Pierre is going to come on the show, whether it be a head-to-head. We'll figure out something. Pierre needs to come on. He's been going on other channels, and, since I know he's doing that, I told him we need to have you on the Intellivision Show as well. For anyone else that has the equipment and wants to come on, I'm always looking for some segment to do and bring other people in, whether it be head-to-head, some segment you want to talk about your collection or your Intellivision history. I did bring, I brought that up, a couple of years ago, and I just keep forgetting to talk about it. But I'm always welcome to having guests. If you're making a product, I'd love to have you on. If you're a programmer or publisher and you want to talk about something or something's coming out, I'd love to have you on. I'm always open to that. So Keith, Crash 7's here. Good to see you. Corey. Corey, the Intellivision gamer. What's going on, Mark? Good to see you. Code from Georgia. I don't think you have to say the Georgia part anymore. I think everyone, every YouTuber, every person in chat will never forget. I might forget where I live someday as I get old, but I will never, if someone says code, I'll be like, Georgia. Kurt Bradshaw. What's going on, Kurt? Tracy. I thought I'm a man of many names. I can tell you that. I got Tracy, Corey, Casey, the Intellivision gamer, the retro gamer. I'll answer to anything. Nick Gamer, what's going on? Good to see you. Dave Cammo. Lucky guy right there. I'll never forget that either. Stockjock's here. I appreciate that, sir. You guys have, oh boy, what is the arcade? I can't remember the first word. I always forget the first word. Please throw it down in there. You guys do a great show every week on Wednesdays. They do about arcades, and it's a lot of fun. I was a guest on there when they talked about the Sprint, and I followed all the guys that were doing it there, and I've seen a few of them on their live streams. Again, I try to catch everyone. There's only so much time in the day, though. Pine Soul, good to see you. Oh, Roger Matthews is here. You made it. Every time I see that number, 7204, my old relay operator number from 1996 to 2001, it always brings me back. Marbs is here. Retro Marbs has a great channel. He's doing a lot of great retro content. He's a big Xbox guy, but he also loves retro. You guys should definitely sub to Retro Marbs. If you haven't already, man, he's moving up quick. He's already close to 1,000 subs. My nose is itchy tonight, guys. Where's the door? Where is the door? I cannot show this room right now. So in order for all the stairs to go away, and the contractors to have room to work, and the door, which is back here, I've got a sign on there. My wife sent it to me. I've told you guys last week, but it's actually on the door now. It says on the air. And we put one at the end of the stairs too, so the kids don't come running up the stairs, and you can hear it. So we've got all that set up. But anyways, I had to put stuff just everywhere, piled boxes, things it was already pretty cluttered in here with all my purchases and, you know, getting stuff out to kind of go through it. But it's a mess up here. And as soon as I get some time, I'm going to go through it and I'll do a new updated game tour or game tour. Yeah, game room tour. Forgot the other word. Yeah, the door swings. I don't, but the door does. And it doesn't swing both ways, only one way. Savitor. What's going on, Savitor? Trying to click your comment there. Luke's Awakening 64. Lots of YouTubers in here. Another great, if you like the N64, you definitely want to sub to Luke. Luke's a very good guy. And if I haven't said it already, Off Grid Arcade also has a channel, does a lot of Sprint live streams now, which I love seeing. I mean, I love all retro, but I really love whenever you guys stream Intellivision. David's or Retro Marb says, I need a job in case anyone has one. Well, you need to tell us what you're looking for. I know he does like tech stuff, tech support. He's a tech guy. Mr. Poestyle, what's going on, sir? Hi, Corey. I'll assume you're talking to me. TORQ. We are going to bring up something that you have on Atari Age in the news today. We got a lot of news today. It's going to be fun. Yes, he does. Bonjour, Pierre. He sounds like someone that speaks French, how you would picture them sounding. Pierre's a good guy. He's been around in all our chats for quite some time. Everyone's saying hello to everyone still. Arcade. Arcade's anonymous, isn't it plural? Or is it Arcade anonymous? I thought it was plural, but man, I could be wrong. I'm sure you know your show name better than I do. Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, so it's 6 p.m. Pacific. Great show if you're into arcades, and I love retro arcade. Hello, Joey Vibes. Uh-oh. Mrs. Intellivision Mantis. If my husband shows up, tell him he's a goner when he comes home. If your husband, I'm assuming you're going to mean in chat, because if your husband shows up at my house, he won't be coming home. That Mantis is not getting my sprints. No, sir. I need all of them. I have one in all the rooms but the bathroom. Cyrus. Everybody like that smash button. The television fella. Tracy is awesome. Thank you, Cyrus. Cyrus is awesome as well, and he has 2 channels. This is the main one. I think it's the main one. So if you don't follow Cyrus, you're missing out on a lot of cool chats and a lot of retro gameplay. And he has stuff that I don't have, like the super graphics console thingamabob that I am going to get someday. But I'm jealous every time I see his name. I think of it. It just eats at me. Not because he has it and I don't. I mean, that's part of it. But just because I've always wanted that one and I've never had that console. Yeah, too many good retro channels out there. Hard to keep up with everybody. I totally agree. I do my best. Luckily, I have a job where we can play the radio. I listen to YouTube and glance a lot. That's how I get so many in. For a while, they got really strict and we couldn't even have it out. And it was miserable. I'm like addicted to watching YouTube and keeping up with everyone. And whenever you just quit cold turkey and I don't have time at home to watch hours and hours of videos. And I was seriously, no joke, going through withdrawals. And they kind of laxed up after a while, which is usually the case. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Because I was right back. I try to be good and not. That's why you guys see me. I don't always say hi. It's not because I just can't. I'm afraid they're going to take it away again. So we kind of try to be good. Because right now we can watch. New member, Roger Matthews. A little secret, I never took you off. So you're still in there. Chris or Lathe says, open the door, get on the floor, everybody walk the dinosaur. I'm not even familiar. I see the music. I don't even know what that is. Mr. Bassman, yo, 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 yo. Oh, Roger Matthews, 10 Intellivision Gamer memberships. Let's see if I can see who got those. Oh boy, I'm behind, aren't I? No, why is that? I can't see it. Oh, there it went. Right whenever I was. All right, so memberships. Joey Vibes got one. Chris Cromwell, Big Dog, Death Boy, Chong Lee from Hell, Alessandro Scuderi, Herb Wars, Paul Cozy, DJC Game Studios. Whoa. Beer Shot. I'm not DJC. I mean, I'll show you what I do have up here if that makes you happy. It's the only thing I have left up here. I appreciate the memberships, guys. Let me head on back over to real time here. I appreciate you, Roger, always. Baseman. What is Baseman if you take away the B? He said he's that one too. Joey saying thank you for the membership, Roger. And how long ago was? Oh, I'm only 3 minutes behind. Good. Blob. One of these days, you need to let me know when you're going to be here for sure, and I'll play Blob. That DJC fella, he won't do it, but I'll play it for you. All your sprints belong to Casey. I wouldn't mind. I mean, I want you guys to have them too, but I am going to hoard those suckers. I'll tell you that. That's no joke. Oh, DJC, another great YouTuber. I think I don't watch anyone more than DJC. I'm not going to lie. I watch a lot of people and I support everyone, but DJC, he plays more Intellivision than anyone I know, probably all of us combined. And almost every time you go to check YouTube, he's either on or there's something new to watch. So you got to give it up to DJC if you love Intellivision. I am very jealous. I wish I could play half as much as he does. And he's freaking good at a lot of games. If he's good at the game, I have to sit there and practice. I can't keep up. Retro Marb says, I have one sprint and consider myself lucky to have one. I have. Yeah, they will be coming soon. They will be restocked very, very, very soon. Mike's Gaming Gala. What's up, Super Mike? All right, so I do have these. I forget what stream it was, but I didn't have anything. They said bring stuff to drink. Man, I'm trying to remember what it was. While I'm not DJC, if you want, I don't have a beer, but I do have this. If this will work, I'll gladly do it, Roger. Thank you for the memberships and the $25 super chat. I appreciate you, buddy. We're trying to get through saying hi to everyone, and then we can start the show, but it's not too bad. We're 18 minutes in, and I had a little bit to talk before I started saying hi to everyone, so not too bad. I'll keep it right here in case you say that's okay. It is the shop part, but that's all I have, sir. Retro Dean, what's going on? Good to see you. DJC says, hello to everyone. I haven't seen the Manus since the whole banana insecticide attack. I'm sure he's fine. They're pretty resilient. I'll do one. You just can't see it. I'll send you the link. You can take it for me. I'll send you half the super chat. I have a feeling we haven't seen the last of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Definitely not. I would have to say Intellivision and OG Xbox for me, but Sega Genesis figures in there. And of course, what about Dreamcast and Saturn? I can pick my top 5 consoles. That's Intellivision, Atari 2600, NES. Oh, let me start over. Intellivision, 2600, NES, Super Nintendo, and TurboGrafx 16. Not necessarily in that order. Those are my top 5. I do like a lot of consoles, though, and it's hard to pick anything after that. And the only reason I know those is because I went through this and looked at them all and thought which ones affected me the most, which ones I liked playing the most. And hopefully I said 5. Because I might have said 6. I don't really know. Yes, and I love shooters. And that was part of the big reason why I loved the TurboGrafx 16 so much. And I will gladly be playing a lot of those. I'm looking forward on the other channel, and whenever I go live on other channels, like Chuck will do it. Jeff doesn't really, GoGameGo doesn't really do it anymore because he went all sprint focused, and Cyrus does it. And once in a while we do the 4-way. and we all played TurboGrafx 16, and I absolutely love that because they know about all these other games. I only played games we had in the States here, but they play all kinds of them and know about all the best games. So every time we do that, I learn about a few more games that I really like. Yes, DJC, Phil, and Mike are legends. I cannot argue that. I cannot argue that either, Mike. Mike says legends in our own minds. There he goes cheating on me again. I thought I said I watch every single video you put out, sir, and you know that. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to lie. I don't watch anyone more than DJC. I think I watch DJC more than I put out my own videos. And that, I mean, that's not even close. I don't mind. I like cinnamon. So, but that's all I have up here. I think, not this last Christmas, but the Christmas before, I got a giant candy cane full of these fireball shots. Oh no, no fireball. That's all I have. And Roger's going to want something for the $25 and the 10 memberships. Not you, Mike. I'm talking about Mike from Mike's Retro Gala. We could be talking about someone very similar.
Hi, I'm Mike from Mike's Gaming Gala, and this is all Casey's fault.
I can play that still, Mike. And I also forgot, I can't remember which one I played last week. The little intro saying you're watching the Intellivision Show. So out of fear of playing the same one twice, we'll just let it go this week. Uh-oh. Now I lost my comment. There we go. Oh, and it just shot up. What the heck? There we go. 4 out of 10. Start over. Just start over another 22 minutes. Oh, no. I'm hungry before we started again. Although I did eat quite a bit today. We get free lunch on the weekends when we work. And one time I called and complained because they not complained, but just said, hey, you guys got something wrong with the order. And then one time we ordered a bunch of stuff that needed forks and they gave us no forks. So they've been sending, and we order a big order, like $300 and something every weekend. And they've been sending me free stuff I do all the food ordering, and they've been sending me free stuff every week. So I ate that sandwich today and it was a big one. My top 5, says Off Grid Arcade, are Intellivision 2600, Intellivision Switch. Oh, sorry. Intellivision 2600, Intellivision Switch, and Intellivision. I can't complain about that. I mean, you got the Intellivision Sprint, you've got the OG Intellivision, you've got the Sears model. You like them all. A banana. Did somebody say banana? I can't play that, or I would. I love Dreamcast. I love the sports games. I love having the VMUs where you could pick your plays. That was amazing. Michael Dougherty. If I missed you earlier, I'm sorry, but I see you now. Can anyone make a recommendation for a flash card for the TurboGrafx 16? I can send you the one I have, but there's another one that also will do CDs. But now there's also the Duo, which will let you load everything. I think I have. Does Polymega have it as well? I don't know. I'm going to start opening that stuff. I'll have more room in here now, different station set up. So I have a lot of cool stuff that I want to play and try out, and still new in the box, which is sad. I'm looking at ColecoVision, would like to acquire one. If anyone has a good lead, reach out, says Marbs. I just have the Phoenix. I just have this cool little console called the Phoenix. And I just joined the 2026 Collector Vision Coleco Club, where you get 3 homebrews, you get access to the ROMs vault, which also includes a shit ton of Intellivision games. So definitely, if you are into homebrew for Coleco, join that, grab all the ROMs. Oh yeah, TurboGrafx 16 Mini, I have that one as well. That's actually pretty good, but you can't, I don't think anyone's hacked it where you can load it up. Casey, can you confirm that it's remote control or radio control? Mike disagrees with me. People go both ways with that one. RC Racing, it can be your remote control or your radio control. So unlike gaming where they're all remotes, yeah, I can't even say that without laughing. A lot of people do call them remote control cars. So it is a thing for RC. Now, for us that race, we don't say remote control, I don't think, ever. ColecoVision is great. I love mine. I do like a lot of the games. I just never grew up with it. I understand when people say I don't like the controller on ColecoVision or on Intellivision because I don't like the controller on ColecoVision. I do like some of the other ones they have and the modules. I play with my Phoenix and I use a Super Nintendo controller for almost everything. RC stands for radio control, but a lot of people do say remote control cars. It is a normal thing. But if you say RC car, it should be remote control. I try to watch DJC and I can't stop watching DJC, so I need to set time aside. So there is that. Yeah, Chuck's great. There's a lot of great YouTubers. Mike does cool intros. I'm not saying you all know I'm in chats as much as I can. I keep up on videos, but DJC, there's nobody I watch more. Rage reset this stream. That's something else I'm going to show you guys. I can rage reset my sprint and not go to the carousel. And I've got that set up to show you guys. I definitely do. Cyrus says, Mike is so brave. He's out there being himself. So proud of you. Yeah, trust me, I know. If Mike doesn't like something or has a bad review of something or something you did, he will tell you publicly, privately, and everywhere in between. You have to love Mike because you know if he loves you or not because he'll tell you whether he does or not. Me, I like everybody. Some I just like more than others. Joey Vibe says, I loved RC cars from Radio Shack. Yeah, so I had those when I was real young. And I know in the 80s, you got like the first RC10 is something like 84. I did not even know about those back then. I started what I call professional RC cars in about 92. I was like junior, senior year and never looked back. I've ran tracks for quite a few years, raced all over the place. Hey, Casey made it. Hey, Roger and everyone else. What's going on, Sean? Good to see you. Do you have a fridge up there yet, Casey? I'll wait till you do and then send you something to keep in for the shots. Did I miss it? Do you want me to take this? I mean, it said beer and shot. I do not have beer. I hate most beer. Never really. The only time I've drank beer is like when you have flaming Dr. Peppers and you pour beer in it and light it on fire and 151 and chug it. It's the only time besides like malt beers and stuff like that. But I'll gladly, on an empty stomach, chug a shot of Fireball. I might have missed that. Yeah, there's a lot of good games. And that's also in the vault, especially if you have a Phoenix. There's a ton of Coleco games that you can sideload on that thing. Guppyzar, what's going on? Intellivision Gamer, accept no substitutes. Good to see you, Guppyzar. Sounds like a program for the retro gamer. I've got them all. There's not many consoles, especially retro, that I don't have. I have most modern ones as well. That channel was put there for a reason. I just don't have time for that reason yet. I think I'm going to go old school, ColecoVision console, get it up. Yes, definitely upgrade it. Not modded, upgraded. It depends on what you like. There's a lot of good games. I mean, all these old consoles have good games. There's no, I mean, even what you would call the worst console, I can find a game that's fun to play. Fun game's fun game. Yeah, a lot of arcade ports. Not schooled. He just said that anyone serious about it doesn't say remote. Yeah, I do think it is. I think the best Intellivision games play better than the best ColecoVision games. That's my personal opinion. But I mean, they're all right there close. A fun game's fun game. There's great games on all of them. I have a lot of homebrew for Atari 2600, Odyssey 2, ColecoVision, and of course, all of them for Intellivision. Yeah, I didn't grow up with the Intellivision or ColecoVision. I got interested in ColecoVision a few years ago and fell for it. I have a lot of stuff, including the controllers, modules, homebrews. Casey plays with his Phoenix and a Kleenex. Oh, you know all about that, do you, Mr. Poestyle? But is ColecoVision that good? I think it's good. I don't put it on Intellivision level for Gen 2, but I know others think it's just my opinion. I know there's others that'll put it above it. Yep, it is. Well, hot dog! I can see that giant wiener suit and scooting across the screen. Every time someone says one of your videos, I just picture it in my head. I can't stop it. Yeah, I would like to see a Sprint type console for Odyssey 2 and also ColecoVision. I would really love that. Everyone knows, says Off Grid Arcade, it is remote control for RC. Remotes are for playing. Oh, and remotes are for playing console games. A Wii remote. We've got that. ColecoVision. How far am I back? 3 minutes? Oh boy. ColecoVision, in my opinion, there's a lot of good chat. Has been better of all ports and has some really cool add-ons. As far as original games, yeah, it was lacking there. Visually and sound-wise, it's an amazing console. That's one place I can say for sure Intellivision wins is that sound, the sound chip. Bart, that's Mike's happy face. He's smiling on the inside. Outside, not so much. I still have the police car and fire truck from Radio Shack. Some of those things are getting pretty old and collectible. Bart says, whoops, I messed that up. It's a common thing, Bart, common thing. Some of us understand. No, don't do a shot tonight. Okay. Empty stomach. I might be a little tipsy. Yeah. What stuff for retro gaming is not expensive these days? That's why you guys always hear me. Some of you guys that text me and send messages. If I'm not here live, around home, I'm probably at work. Because I don't like to not be able to afford all these things I want to buy. I won't get ill. I have a pretty high tolerance, Roger. I don't know. I'd like to hang with DJC one of these times. If he goes to PRG, we're going to find out. AJ, who likes to drink a little bit, sibling rivalry, she quit. So we kept getting shots and drinks, and she said she had enough. So we'll see if DJC can keep up. If he makes it to PRGE, we'll definitely be checking that out. I don't drink usually on the show, but I can drink. Bart, you did that on accident. No worries. It's supposed to be radio control then. The remote joke for you, Mike. Mike says, I hate all y'all. First and only RC car I owned was the Grasshopper is a part of my history. One of my best friends, we met in high school or got to talking. We already knew each other. But one day we had to talk about our hobbies, and he threw out RC cars. I'm like, what? I had never, at that time, this was early 90s. I had never met anyone else at school that was into RC cars. So we started hanging out, and he was a big, huge Grasshopper guy. And they re-released it. It's pretty much the same, but it's, a modern version of the Grasshopper. Yeah, there was a lot of upgrades for those. But yeah, that's a very famous RC car right there. Tofu says Off-Grid Arcade, since the Sprint is unwired, therefore is remotely controlled. We can't argue that one. Get the NES style controller for the Coleco. It's a game changer. So what I want to do, the 8-bit DOE Super Nintendo controllers, I have those. I haven't tried it on there yet. And those are pretty good, and it takes the wire away. Yeah, arcade ports are always good. Says right on the Sprint box, wireless controllers. Wireless remote controllers. I can Photoshop that in if it makes you happy. I'm not great at Photoshop, not like Slappy, but I'm fairly good. I challenge Casey to find a fun game on the RCA Studio 2. First, I would have to play some. I mean, are those on like the RetroPie builds? Because I would try some of them. There's usually something. Maybe not if Mike's laughing, because if both Mikes laugh, they're probably not wrong. It looks like a unique catalog of games. I have fun enough with my RCA Studio 2. Oh. At least you know we are always thinking about you. And that's aimed at Mike. I grew up with Intellivision, never had an Atari back in the day. So I didn't have a 2600 in my own house. But it's possible I played the 2600 more than the Intellivision, because like I've said in the past, I was the Intellivision guy. Later, like towards the end of Intellivision, when it was already like late 80s, there was one other kid down the street that had one, but we didn't usually go that far, way down, like the other side of town. One Odyssey 2, my neighbor to the right, and everyone else that had a console was 2600. So we did a lot of stuff outside, sports, just running around, riding our bikes all over town. And then whenever it was raining or we, tired, you could see all the bikes like the old memes. All our bikes would be outside someone's house. Whatever game console they had, we played it there. So we kind of went to different kids' houses all the time. So we weren't always at my house. So I played a lot of Atari. I love Atari. Sure, Bart. You need a ColecoVision, the Atari Max Cart, and that NES-style controller. That's the only way to go, says Luke's Awakening. I am screen recording Casey saying, I can see that giant wiener. Or as Chuck says, and other people, don't clip that. When they say don't clip that, I always clip that. That's like my ears perk up. Oh, I need to clip something. My unit stopped working properly. Discovered it. I was about to buy a multi-cart. Ooh, discovered as I was about to buy a multi-cart. Okay. It's not even a Wii remote. It's a Wiimote. Close enough. Both of those console possibilities are possible, but difficult to make happen. I think the Atari 800, Atari Jaguar, and Atari ST mini consoles are very likely. The Odyssey 2, they could buy the whole library fairly cheap. And just having it in HDMI and being able to sideload like the Sprint does, I think it would sell good, either one, because obviously a lot of the ColecoVision are, they're licensed, but we can sideload the hell out of them. So just saying. I wouldn't be surprised. Tandyvision Radio Shack version of Intellivision. I have several of those, including complete in box. Those are a little harder to find these days. You see them every once in a while. So you laughed at Mike's comment. I heard Casey's taken over Astro Smashed. No, that's how I got started being a guest on there. I would never do such a thing. That's not remotely funny. Remember the claw monster truck? I don't know if I remember that one. RC stands for Royal. Ugh. I do not like that stuff. I know there's people that do, but that purple bag stuff, yuck. Of course, I haven't tried it. Oh boy, in about 30 years. I don't know how old this stuff is, but we remember seeing it, and we all got it. And when everyone's hanging out one night, we all tried it. We were early 20s. Not one person liked it. Chris's band. RCA, Remote Corporation of America. Oh, please. Oh, I'm almost caught up. Odyssey 2 is cool. I've got a complete US set and a ton of homebrews. I do have a few not from, outside the US, but there's a lot of those and a lot of rare ones. I draw the line somewhere. You run out of time too, but run out of money and space. O2 is fun if you manage your expectations And certain games, yeah, it's just a fun game's fun game. Casey Munchkin sued by Pac-Man. Yeah, sued by Atari. Oh, I'm almost there. I see the bottom. Check out Casey's new channel, Casey the Chat Reader, where he only plays video games. All right, so where are we at here? There is a poll. Let's go check it out because it's only been like 40 minutes. You guys had a lot of good chat, though. So I put 4 Intellivision Collector games and wanted to know which one was your favorite. We got 39 votes so far. Leading, no surprise really with a name like that. Montezuma's Revenge, 44%. Second place, The Show Must Go On with 26%. And tie for third place between Operation Cloudfire and Road Fighter, 15%. We'll check back in a bit. All right, so in television news, what do we've got today? We've actually have a lot of news. Too many windows, but I do leave it open now. I'm trying to get rid of that mistake where I'm either really small or you just see me and I'm thinking the news is on because I've got OBS open, I've got StreamYard open, I've got websites open. And if I'm looking at one that looks right, I think you guys are seeing it right, but not always. So we're going to talk about Night Stalker results. Wow, what a turnout for Night Stalker. Get it in the right spot here. And it's still there. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to ignore chat just for a little bit. And then let me make sure I didn't leave one up. All right, I didn't. So we've got Kevin Schultz does this every week. Big thank you to Kevin Schultz. Week 15 high score challenge Night Stalker. So 20 entries. I was in the top 10 just barely. I played it live. I went live. I think it was last Tuesday when I shot you guys all into Mike and Phil's podcast right afterwards. So I didn't have time for more than one game. And I ended up 9th out of 20 with 50,700. But Stefano, 181,000. Oh my gosh. Congrats. 181,400 for the win. Allen, 166,800. Then quite a drop to Kurt Kietsky, rounding out the podium, 127,100. Oh boy. A name I can't pronounce. Skoden, 119,500. I know I've been over 100,000 a few times. I can't remember my high score, and there's no log of it. But I didn't get anywhere near that when I played. Romaine, 84,100. Allen, 82,200. Simone, 69,000 on the dot. Intellivision Digital Fanzine. Talk about a guy coming on the scene and putting out a ton of cool content. 57,000 even. And then below him, myself, 9th, 50,700. And another Mike, 10th place, 50,600. I wish that was Mike's Gaming Gala, but I rarely beat him at a game when he's trying. Wayne, 49,900. David, 44,000. Greg, 36,200. And Phil, not Phil, our Phil, but a different Phil, 27,700. Kevin Schultz, the guy that puts this on every week, he scored 26,400. And here we go, Off Grid Arcade. You're not last. You did pretty good. 22,200. And Cesario, 17,200. Gadisaw, 15,100. Biria, 8,100. DJF, 5,200. And this week playing Thin Ice until Sunday. Maybe Monday if it's super early or before he sees it, he still counts it. So a lot of participation there for a great game. What I'm wondering too is if running gun is allowed in that. I don't think I did that. Maybe I did. I don't know. I might have cheated. I don't know if that counts. I don't really know because you can play with the coupler. You can do it another way, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. Striker Bowling League. So that is on Papa Pete's channel. Lots of my friends bowling again this year. I love the bowling. I love Striker, David Harley, Intelligent Vision. I don't even like playing the original bowling, and I grew up bowling at a high level. I love Striker. David did a fabulous job, sped it up, lots of other cool changes, and this league is a lot of fun. And last week, PJ Smith, my good buddy, won week 1. This week, you've got a newcomer, Famous or Crispy. he had that big handicap and he used it, and then he's been practicing too because that handicap's going to be going down. He still bowled a 181 with a huge handicap, and he took the win for week 2, which was very cool to see someone new get the win. So 2 weeks, two different winners for the Intelligent Vision Bowling League of 2026 on Papa Pete's channel. So Brian's Man Cave. A lot of his ROMs are available. We've got some new ones. I think these are the 3 that were released, the most recent. Tortoises, Food Fight, and Kangaroo. And I might add, he is now selling these completely sprint ready. So if you already bought them, you may not have the sprint ready files, but if you email Brian, and don't quote me, but I think it's briansmancave@gmail.com, but you can go to his website here, Brian's Man Cave, send him an email, and he will send you the sprint files if the version you bought did not have them. It's great to see another programmer and publisher. He sells a lot of his own games, the deal he makes with the people that publish them, and he is selling them, and it's awesome to have them sprint ready. So everything you buy for Intellivision now from him, the full games, I believe there's 10, should be completely sprint ready. What's next? A new, if you guys might have seen this one, you've got, I think this was the one where Two Brothers did it. Or am I thinking of the other one? Biathlon. I haven't tried this yet. I haven't had time, but it's on itch.io. INTV Prime was already here. Mr. Venom. So I did grab it, and I'll be trying it here shortly. You can see a little bit of the screenshots. There is also a YouTube video, and I definitely followed that channel. But this is a new game that was put out there, and definitely should check it out. Support people who make games for the Intellivision console that we all love. And I'll try to get the links in the description because we've got a lot of links that aren't like your typical places and might be a little harder to find. But I'm pretty sure if you search Biathlon for Intellivision, itch.io, it's going to pop up. More ROMs available. So I saw this post, and let's go to their main website first. This is Memotech MTX series. He has programmed some games that you may not recognize him or the website, but you will recognize some of the games that he has done. Jaw Crusher, Mancala, Knife Felter, there's more. And I saw a post where he's like, you know, I've seen, you know, a surge in my sales, and that's great. And he's all, it's because of the sprint. People are looking for ROMs to buy. I wasn't even aware of his website. So here it is, the part where you can buy games. There's a lot of Intellivision ROMs. You've got CB Tic-Tac-Toe, Donkey.bas, Jaw Crusher. There's the PDF manual, Jaw Crusher demo, Mancala. I'm pretty sure that was Collector Vision published. Knife Felter, Super Minefield, and then there's a Super Minefield demo. He also has some ColecoVision ROMs as well. And I think the games are, one of them's $1. They're $10 each, and there's some free stuff on here as well. So I'll put the link in the description, hopefully. If I don't and you want it, send me, it's mtxworld.dk, but send me a message if you ever want to find something and I don't end up putting in the links in, or you can't find it or it doesn't work for you. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'll gladly help and send those links. So all that. Cheat codes and tips. This was kind of cool, and this isn't exactly a new one. Let me go back to the first page here. Sorry for the quick flashing. So this is a master list started by Rev in November 19, 2023. Master list of all Intellivision cheat codes and tips. And Mike's Gaming Gala is in here as well. The infamous number 9, depending on who is the programmer. Pushing 9 at the title screen a lot of times will do something. There's something in here that I learned too. I think it's Donkey Kong Jr. Look at this, ice level. That's cool. I think someone asked how you find it. There's some other links there that talk about Intellivision cheats and you know, all the different things. Here's Mike's Gaming Gala from a couple years ago, 2.5 or so. 9 is an incredibly common cheat number. So there's a lot of information there. Fubar has Easter eggs, cheats, hidden levels. Definitely want to check this out on Atari Age. I followed it, of course. I'll try to find out more information, maybe show some of it off in videos, maybe do little clips and show you guys on the show. Sprint cart reader from TORQ. Not sure where this is going to go, but it's very cool. And TORQ, I mean, I really don't care what it costs. I'd love to buy one of these. If you ever make any, I really don't care what they are. I'd love to buy one and show it off. Reach out to me and let me know. But he has been working on an Intellivision Sprint cartridge player. How cool is this? That's on Atari Age. You can search and find it. The problem is a lot of the parts are not cheap to get, and there's a lot of time involved, and it's nowhere near the price point he wanted to do. I checked, I think, a few days ago, and as of now, I don't think he's going to be doing them. But, man, how cool would it be if we can get some of those? Like I said, TORQ, I would spend whatever is necessary. If you're doing any for yourself, just let me know, and I'll buy one. I need to catch up on chat because you guys are going to be talking about stuff, and I'm going to be like, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Let me see if there's anything to catch up on. KC keyboard component. And Chris and I are two lucky people that own such a device. He actually has a very cool display case for his, and he sent me the link, and I have it saved, and I do want to buy it. First, I want to mess around with mine because I don't want to be taking it in and out of that. But I think it's an acrylic case, like $130 something, but man, it's cool. Keeps the dust out. You can see it. Keeps it safe. The claw truck where the wheels had claws that popped out. Okay, I do remember that now. I do remember that. I think you were thinking of Crown Royal, Casey. He said RC Cola. Ugh, with that Crown stuff in it. Mike likes it. I'm not surprised. I don't know what I mean by that. I just said it. I don't really mean anything by it other than RetroGamerEric. So Eric has went from a viewer to a YouTuber, and he's into retro computers. He's a Commodore 64 guy, among other things, but he also has quite an Intellivision collection, and he's starting to do videos. So definitely go give Eric a look-see and give him a sub. I'm looking forward to what he's going to be doing. We'll have you on the show sometime too, Eric, if you're interested. I was in the top 20. Look at me go. Oh, man. There's a lot of stuff there. I'm going to try to skip through this. Not too much here. I didn't want to be rude and beat the guy who does the challenge for us each week. Now I remember what you're talking about. Just hope Michael Hayes doesn't do this week's challenge for Ice Trek. We'll see. He's usually pretty busy, but like Night Stalker, he was almost 200,000. Did that one get in there, or did they not count it? Because he had like 190-something thousand. I thought he posted it. Maybe it got lost. But he did do a post on the game. I know he did because I looked at it. Oh, it was. I did watch that video. I just forgot about that one, I guess. I should have known you had it. Scotty, what's going on? I did too watch every minute of that, and I shared it. I just can't remember every single website you talked about. I didn't click on them all. We already had finished before we got to that part of the video, Mike. I watched the whole thing. Just found out that Crown Royal Cola exit. Whoa, I didn't know that. It's different than Royal Crown Cola. Gamer Eric says, happy to join your channel anytime. We'll have to figure something out, definitely, and have you on and promote your channel as well. Lady says RC Cola is a normal cola. However, Crown Royal is whiskey cola in a purple can. Yeah, I mean, if I had already had a few, maybe I could drink that stuff with stuff in it, mixed something, but I did not like that stuff. So, Sprint Reader, cool stuff. Let me get off that screen. So now I'm going to show you some run and gun stuff, which is really cool. You guys have seen they make cables for this. You can use a coupler if you don't want to edit things and mess around in there. But the coolest way on the Sprint, I'm not going to lie, is a keyboard hack. Now, I did not come up with this on my own. I never take credit for other people's stuff. Mike, not Mike in here, but he's doing like the 125 builds. So he told everyone that he had a run and gun folder. I'm like, oh, I got to check that out. So I opened up and I looked at the files and I figured out what he was doing, the line to add and the keyboard hack. So I grabbed it from there and then I implemented it on the games that I have, including the reset button. And I'll show you guys that too, which is pretty cool. Now, I'm pretty sure the next update, we're going to be able to reset back to the title screen and not go all the way out. We'll have a choice. We can do either one. But for now, especially for streamers and guys like DJC that like to rage reset, there is a way. And as soon as Chuck stops streaming for more than 5 minutes, I can help him set up folders and get this set up. The run and gun too, he's really interested in that. So let me switch on over here. So I've been doing some behind the scenes work, not this folder art, but I did do a little bit something so it's not as plain in Intellivision Collector because I am focused on him tonight and his games. So I did add 4, not perfect how I wanted, but it's better than just a bunch of black around the logo. And we are going to talk about run and gun games. And since I'm going to play all those, let's go ahead and go to the original 125. Right over here to Cloudy Mountain. We'll show you this one first. So everyone knows when you're running around and you go to shoot, you've got to pause whenever you are going to shoot. So what this keyboard hack does is it takes all the controls for player 1 except for the shooting, and it puts the keys in from controller 2. So much like when you have the coupler and you have 2 controllers and you can play like that, that will set it up on 1 controller. So right now, as you'll see, I'm going to be running up and I can shoot any which direction as I run. Oh, I can't even. I just wasn't playing well. It wasn't that. So now I'm out of arrows. And now I'm going to hit lower side button in 5 and back to the title screen, which is really cool to be able to do when you're playing on YouTube and you want to rage reset. Now I can still do upper and hold 5. And this is a keyboard hack file. Again, I did not make it. I just kind of copied it. And I know how to edit the JSON files. And I do a lot of editing in the config files of games also. I don't know how to do these things, but I can look at them and figure out what to do to make other games do things. And that's what I did. So what's another one here? We can go to Night Stalker, if that's the next one. I don't have all the box art for the original 125. So I do have builds from other people, and I want to make my own still. One of the things I'm doing, and I haven't spent a lot of time in, I do have them all cut out and ready. I want to do my complete own build with all my own boxes, my artwork. I want to do it all myself using Photoshop. So, but I love being able to run and gun. This is so cool. And like I said, there are controllers that do it. So right there, run and gun, did not pause. I'm running, I'm shooting. And it really does add to the gameplay. It does help out. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, try any of these games and try to shoot. You kind of do a little pause thing. You don't shoot and run at the same time. It was a limitation of the Intellivision controller. You could do it holding 2 controllers, or there are cables that can do it. But this, on the Sprint, this is the best way. Keyboard hack. You put the keyboard hack in the root directory of the USB stick. And then, again, I'm going to do a reset to menu or to the title screen. Very cool to have. You just create the keyboard hack and you put a line in the JSON file to load said keyboard hack. Again, I did not come up with any of that code. I just merely copied it, edited the files, changed the names, and added it to the games that I wish to add it to. I don't see any reason to have the originals. I put the regular games where Run and Gun works. I put the files in. That's how I'm going to play them. It is kind of weird, though, when you've played these games for, 40 plus years, 45 years, some of them, and they suddenly work a little different. It is weird. And I forgot, but at least I know where I was here. Rev's in the chat. What's going on, Rev? Crown Royal. Ugh. Every time I see that, I think about it, and I'm like, anyone can get with Mike's Gaming Gala these days. Or you mean Michelle? Because Michelle, she's pretty hot. I don't know. You guys tell me. That is totally not AI. That is really Michelle. It's totally not AI. My dad drank a lot of beer and sang Bruce Springsteen's Pink Cadillac. Oh, change the words to something else. Pink Harry Crack. Look, I can run and gun and instantly die. No, I don't do that when I'm playing. Not for real. All right, be good, Rev. I'm playing more of your games this Saturday, and you don't want me to smack talk you. Rev doesn't care. I prefer walking that word games. It's a purple blob in D&D. LOA. AI used for evil. Evil. Can't prove it. You can't prove it. Because, I mean, we got this one.
Hi, I'm Mike from Mike's Gaming Gala, and this is all Casey's fault.
That wasn't AI. So how do we know the other one wasn't? So what's next? We got Tron. I really like it in Tron. I don't think I have box art for that one yet. Show me right here. There we go. Tron Deadly Discs. And of course, this is also, so look at this. Running around. No pause. Oh, it's awesome. Right here, Bart. Shoot the gates. Oh, I missed that one. Not having the pause, though. Got to relearn everything. You can also touch them. You don't have to. Oh, and I do that as it. Oh. Oh, no. I'm not going to make it. Oh, I did. So I guarantee you it will improve your gameplay on Tron. I mean, it's going to do it on all of them, but really this game, because you're constantly running and shooting in this game. I'm going to hit Shift, lower side button, and 5. Rage reset. DJC is going to be totally jealous of that. I already told him about it. I told him to help him do it. I'm going to hit reset. What's another game here? So we're going to get into that one. Intelligent Revolution. No, I think I have it under, it might be in there too. Intelligent Vision, I believe, which we're going to talk about all of his games, show them off next week. And Deadlier Disc right here. Pretty much the same thing, but a lot of, David worked his magic on it. So right there, this one will kill on the way back, which is awesome. Another thing you got to get used to. Oh, I thought I hit return. I think this one for me has the most impact to run and gun. I mean, it's sweet. Love the dark screen. I love that this game's harder because you get good at Tron. There's people that get over 1 million. You don't get over 1 million on this one. At least I don't think so. So you can play a full game and not spend a whole afternoon if you're good at the game. There's one more I'll show you, but we're going to show you that one in a few minutes here, so I won't get into that one. So Run and Gun. That was a long thing for the news segment, but I have reached out to other publishers. You know what? I reached out to Opcode, Cote Gamers, Collector Vision. Like a lot of these guys, they're really busy, and sometimes they're responding, sometimes not. They haven't responded yet, but I did reach out to get in, you know, ask them, hey, do you guys, with the Sprint and all the new users, do you guys plan on releasing your games in digital format? And I said I would be glad to either help or create all the Sprint files for you and just kind of hand them over, or help you do it if you want to do it yourself. And I would just like to see the games available. And I love helping out, so I don't mind. Let me catch up here. Let me find where I was. Poe prefers Tron Deadly Takes. Tron was one of the best Intellivision games. It was one of my favorites as a kid, still is. If you have not played it like I just did, Run and Gun, oh man, it's so much better. Yeah, Tron is awesome. Mr. Poestyle says, kiss me once, kiss me twice, kiss me deadly dongs. Oh, jeez. Most Intellivision games need the Intellivision controller. Yeah, but there's still quite a few that don't. And, you know, I do have it always plugged in, a generic Xbox 360 controller. If you're playing a shooter where you got to constantly mash, I do use those controllers now and then. I buy a lot to test so I can say what works and what doesn't. Can we get a Mermaid Michelle AI version? We can try. We can make her do whatever we want to make her do. That's all I'm going to say. And Mike knows it. Do you have to add the key? Yes. No. So, yes, that's the thing, Mark. Well, that's what we're talking about. So, you have the keyboard hack, and you put that file in the main directory and where all your games are, and of the USB stick, of course. And then each JSON file has to have a line of code, and it tells that game when you open it to load that keyboard hack file whenever you load up the game. So that's how you're doing the Run and Gun. Now the reset, that's going to be a standard thing with the next update, fairly certain. I don't have that to test. I know it's coming soon. Need more Sprint games. Thanks, Casey. There are a lot. And Mike needs to do an updated video and talk about it again. There are a lot. I'm working on mine constantly. I have them all physical, and some of the old ones, I'm going to dump them if they're not able to be got in digital form and they're dumpable. I'm going to stick them on my Sprint. Some of these games, nobody's around with, they're the old homebrews that no one's been around or no one even knows who's doing them. I'm going to try to dump them. I want to get them on my Sprint because I want to be able to play in any room. Can you make a video about the JSON file change, or is it clearly outlined in Atari Age? See, I didn't do it, but I can do that. But I'll definitely give credit. Mike, he's Sprint Intellect, the Facebook group. I don't know if he came up with that and did it himself, or if he got that information from someone else and just built it. But that's where I grabbed it from, his build that he puts out on the 125, because I knew he had the Run and Gun and I wanted to kind of dissect it and see how it was working. And I was able to do it fairly easy. And I love it. I just sold another ticket. We are now down to 7 tickets needed to be sold to reach my goal before March 3rd. Spinning the wheel of names on Papa Pete's show. I need to get a ticket. I'll buy a ticket. Send me a message. I keep forgetting. I'll definitely buy a ticket just to support. Giving away 2 Sprint consoles March 3rd on Papa Pete's channel. It is for a good cause. Someone fighting cancer and doing a fundraiser. Very cool of you, Keith. Also known, we all know him as Crash 7. He's also the guy that has some amazing Intellivision scores. Talking about like 300,000 on Phoenix. Good, good. I've never seen anyone else giving close to that. Do I have anything else news-wise? Yes. Controller video. So this was sent to me by Ben. I had it for a while. You've probably seen it online. I didn't know I could share this until I saw someone else share it. And then I asked Ben, is like, am I able to play this? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. So this is a video of controllers being made. This was from a couple weeks ago. So let's go ahead and give it a look. I thought it was very cool whenever it was shared to me. An inside look. Look at all those Sprint controllers. The upgraded Sprint controllers. Woo-wee. Gives you an idea of just how many they're selling of those consoles. Yeah, see, that's the thing. The reset, I would do the bulk, but you don't want to do that run and gun update on every single game. I don't think anyway. But there's also a reset only one. I know there's other things you can do, but like I said, I don't figure these things out. I don't, create the files. I can just dissect them, figure out how to do it, replicate it, and test it out. And that's how I've been getting a lot of games to save properly on the Sprint. There's actually several ways that I've been doing it, and each game is a little different. It's the weirdest thing. Sometimes you got to edit the config file. Sometimes you have to edit the JSON file. Sometimes I think you have to do both. And there's different things. And I just keep once I build, what I've got to save, I learn more. And then I kind of have where I try this first, then I try that, then I try that. And I keep going and I eventually get it. Some games take quite a while, but most of them I can do fairly quick now. All right, got a jet. No more Michelle talk while I'm gone. All right. Thanks for coming in, Mike, if you're still here. Sorry I didn't get to it if you're already gone. I know that's been a couple minutes, but always a pleasure to have you, buddy. TORQ, I don't know if you were here when I was showing that the cartridge adapter, but I'm definitely interested. No matter what the cost, buddy, if you're doing one for yourself, I would love to have one of those. Whatever it costs, just let me know. I mean, don't tell me it's like $1 million. I don't have $1 million, but I don't care about the normal pricing, however much it costs you. And for your time, I would love to buy one. I don't want to write a blank check or anything, but I know what the range is, and I'm willing to pay whatever. Yeah, that was a cool video. To see all those controllers being made in a combination of by hand, and also you got the robots. Do you say robots? I don't even know what you call that. Automation. I just now went and added the run and gun. It is pretty easy. Found the info on AtariAge. Okay, so it is on AtariAge. I figured it would be. Yeah, do not apply it to two-player games. And so you can also do this. So you can also, like what Mike did on his build, he had a separate folder. So he has the games elsewhere, and then he has another folder called Run and Gun. Oh, let me take that off. Sorry, guys. So you can create a second folder and put all your Run and Gun games there, so you can still play the originals how they should be played. I mean, yeah, you can grab two controllers, do the same thing, but man, is it good this way. So for me, like I said, I just changed them on my main games. I don't need that pause to shoot. But if you want to keep the originals, make your own folder where you have all the run and gun games and just change those. And or do it like I did if you don't care about that. But either way, I think Tron, it makes the biggest impact. I like having it on all those run and gun games, but Tron was definitely the biggest impact for me. All right, so mail call. Don't have a whole lot today. I'm getting poorer every week. So I've got my new issue of Crash Magazine. This is for the Spectrum, ZX Spectrum. TJ, my favorite bastard, got me into the Spectrum world, mostly the Spectrum Next, which that also has its own magazine now. But this is a very nice magazine. and it's not a thin little pamphlet. It's got a lot of pages. So I really like these. I'm a little behind on reading them. The next, our buddy TJ, he has a spread, dual page spread in every issue. That's my favorite part. Next up, Troy Cam reached out to me inquiring about the value of something, and I ended up buying them. I don't know if I need them. I think I at least needed some of them. Hi, Casey. Sure, the cards will be a great addition to your collection. Enjoy these cards, my friend, Troy. And it just, there's Intellivision cards and then console cards. There's a look at all of them. So let me show you guys my package. I think that's it right here. Oh, bubble wrap. I popped it. Got it taped up pretty good here. Give me a second. Oh, come on. Hopefully that's not too loud either. These things are cool. Twin Galaxies. These are from Twin Galaxies. There you've got the Intellivision ones. Instead of chancing not having them already, it was just safer to buy them. Some more of the Intellivision. They're in baseball card protectors. And here we've got the last few Intellivision games and then Walter Day. It was a great pleasure to meet him at the Midwest Gaming Classic last year in April. I wish I could attend this year. I have a few friends going. I just can't make the big trip. I was off a long time with my emergency surgery. We paid for the wife's enhancements, and I was off 5 more weeks unpaid. We've got all this house add-on stuff going on, pushed me to my limits, and I also had to use vacation days, extra vacation days. I just can't justify flying out and spending thousands of dollars to go again this year. And I would really like to, but I just can't. I had to be responsible. Here are some of the retro consoles. So of all the cards that I would buy, all the Intellivision cards and retro consoles, these would be my favorite. I think this is the last page because there are the Intellivision games behind it. There's another one of Walter Day, and that is signed. That looks like, not like came like that. Looks like he had them signed. And he may have told me that. I think the other one was signed too, actually, now that I think about it. It was. So very cool addition to my collection. Thank you, Troy, for reaching out. I do appreciate that. If you have rare stuff, I would always love to hear about it if you're selling. I don't have everything, but I do try. Let's get back into chat. Those controllers are gray, not gold. Controller discs. Retro Creep, the YouTuber formerly known as the Atari Creep. And he said Atari Creep today. I was there. He blamed it on me. But he did say, he came on his live stream today and said, Atari Creep. And he's like, oh, wait. Creep, Creep. What's up, Creep? Some more YouTube royalty, the Creeper. Good to see you here, buddy. All right, so where are we at here? Homebrew Highlight. So I haven't opened this yet, guys. So I wanted to do a game from Intellivision Collector. I've got a shirt on. We're going to talk about those games up here in a little bit here. Also going to tell you my top 5 Sprint games that he has, the digital games. And I know this isn't really a full game. It's a game inside Tron, but this is got the complete in box treatment. And my copy is still sealed, but we're going to open it up to show you guys. And I hate doing this on these. Trying to be careful here. Because that thing will slice open the box. It'll go right through, and then I'll have to buy another one. But then I'll have one to show off. But I really don't want to do that. Especially right now with all the tariffs and shipping from out of the country. It's like, it makes these games a lot more expensive. All right, so this is a beautiful, get off my hand. Beautiful gatefold box. And, ooh, you've got that same beautiful artwork inside. Full thick color manual, Deadly Dogs. Kind of like Dirty Dogs. If you watch Phil Retro Bliss, his channel. They have their own overlays as well. Here is the cart, Deadly Wieners. That was for Poe. And there's a look of the artwork with nothing else in the box. Yeah, those are some cool cards. Hey, there's Troy. Thank you, Troy. I do, man. I don't think I have the Twin Galaxy cards. And those, did you tell me about the Walter Day sign cards? I kind of feel like you might have, but I can't fully remember. I do appreciate those. Tofu says, hopefully Ben could add an option to the Sprint for run and gun. Being game specific, I mean, I don't think that would, I think you just got to do it. There's only a handful of games you want to do that with. I mean, I think I did it with 5 of them. I don't know if I have all 5 games sitting right here. Run and gun. I think I only did it for 5 games. There might be a few homebrews. Night Stalker, Tron Deadly Disc, Cloudy Mountain, Miss Night Stalker, and Deadly Dogs. So that was it. So I don't know that that would be something that they would do. Being that, though, maybe, you know, like the reset. Of course, I think that's going to be done. Yeah, I know you did. I heard it. All them homebrews are awesome, but I need an Intellivision Porkies. Well, I think stuff like that might be coming. I don't really... Good choice of words. So now I'm going to show you Deadly Dogs, and I'm going to show you on the Sprint. That's why I didn't play it earlier. Wake up the controller. Let's head on back over to Intellivision Collector. Oh, I guess I better show you guys, huh? Not that one. Not that one. That one. Deadly Dogs. Or as Poe, like we said earlier, as Poe likes to call it, Deadly Wieners. All right, so now we're going to see Run and Gun again. Oh! I got tagged by a big wiener. Oh my gosh. So it's basically Tron, but you're giant wieners. I am not doing good on this one. Ha I missed. How do you miss a giant wiener? I want to see if I can get something else to come out here. We'll play it a little bit longer since it is a homebrew highlight. And I did not read this manual, Mike, if you're catching up or somebody tells you, but this was sealed. I could not have read it and opened it for everyone. But pretty sure you don't really need the manual on this. Oh, I watched it. I got tagged. What the heck? I don't know how that one missed. Come on. Maybe after this one. Nope. Come on, come back. Right into it. If I open this door, maybe. Do I need to go through them? I want the recognizer or whatever it is. I don't know that I've seen it on this one. Oh, all 3. There it is. What's it look like? The same. Oh, I had 2 shots. Oh, but it's shooting out different stuff. Are those drinks? I appreciate you, TORQ. Please tell me you'll be playing that. I need to see it. Are you talking about this one? Well, playing with the delay on the other monitor, that is weird. Kurt saying hello to Troy. Deadly Drinks, or Deadly Dinks. The newest version of Sprint Game Manager makes it simple to add the keyboard file, the JSON file. Just a couple clicks and it automatically adds a line for you. But you have to have the keyboard hack, right? It's making the edit, but you still have to have that keyboard hack file and either know what to type in it or copy someone else's, because that file has to be in the root directory. Or does it do that as, does it have, I haven't tried that on the new one. I have the new one, but I haven't tried that part yet. Oh my God, now I'm calling him Corey. It's almost like it's more my name than Casey is at this point. If John, Gen X grown up, only knew what he was going to start when he did that. And if I go in the live stream, he laughs and he'll call me Corey and then talk about it. The first few times someone started calling me Corey. He's like, oh, wait, that's Casey. And then he had to tell him why. So, yeah. Don't want anything to happen to those cards. So that is the Homebrew Highlight. Gone through all that. Thin Ice. I'm gonna do Thin Ice tomorrow. So I am gonna talk about it later, but it won't hurt to talk about it now. I'm gonna go live tomorrow about 4 o'clock my time, 7 Eastern. I'm gonna play a game like I did last week with Night Stalker. I'm gonna play a game of Thin Ice, maybe 2, because I'm not that good at that game. Not that I'm great at Night Stalker, but I'm better at Night Stalker than I am Thin Ice. So tomorrow I'll be live. I'll throw a link to Phil and Mike's podcast and Brian at BD Retro Mods. They're going to be talking about the Atari Age 26 or the Atari Homebrew Awards, and that's going to be a fun show. Right at the end at 5 when they start, I'll throw the link in, make it easy, about as close to a raid as you can do on YouTube. So that should be fun tomorrow. Get a chance to play some Thin Ice. So I added the gameplay videos. I added the opcode game. So last Friday, you got Naughty Boy, which started out as my least favorite game of the 3, and now it's my favorite. I really like Naughty Boy. And then this Friday, Xerion's going to come out, and the following week, The Goonies. So you'll get all 3 games, gameplay videos from opcode in the next 2 weeks. Last week was Naughty Boy. Let's go ahead and check the poll really quick. Where is it? I got to switch windows for that. So now we're 45 votes. There is a chat poll of the 4 games I put. Which one is your favorite Intellivision Collector game? They're all Intellivision Collector games. It's still 44% Montezuma's Revenge. And second place, still The Show Must Go On. Operation Cloudfire just edging out Road Fighter. They were tied earlier, 18%. Operation Cloudfire, 16%. Road Fighter. Big shock of the games we're going to talk about. These are my top 4. In what order? I don't know yet. I'll tell you guys. But that's why I picked those. I can't put more than 4 in, so. Yes, sir. Definitely. I think I have all my emails coming in one place now, but I'll definitely look for that. I appreciate you, TORQ. Should have been a huge bun. A huge wiener has to have huge buns. Am I right, Retro Creep? Lathe, I knew you'd be all over this. Deadly dongs. Right, grab the text from the keyboard file from Atari Age and make the file, put it, yeah. So I can do that. Yeah, I've seen the JSON files. I'm still one. I have the Mac version. I've been using what I like to use, Sprint Game Manager, because I like to do them all myself because I'm pretty good with Photoshop. I want to have one build where I did everything. Scan boxes, resize the things if I don't scan them, make all the edits, I want to type the descriptions in how I want them, the artwork how I want them. If I want to use an old box or a new box, it's like I want to use the screenshots from how I want them. I like the title screen, a gameplay screen, and either a different kind of a level or one of the special splash screens, or if it's like a game where Brian's Man Cave has a splash screen, on all of his, I put for the third file, you're going to see, because I put the publisher who put them out, and it doesn't say Brian's Man Cave anywhere. So on the third one, I put title screen, a gameplay screen, and Brian's splash screen for the third one. So I want to put a whole build exactly how I want it. Yes, it's going to take time. I want to make all the folder art. I have ideas on a lot of things, and I want to have one that's just mine. I do have a lot of sticks, and like this is Mike on Sprint Intellect Facebook group. If other people have builds, and I only download builds of the 125, if they have homebrews, I don't touch them. Just put that out there. So I will put builds that other people do and check them out. And like this one, I looked at the keyboard hacks, figured out how to do it, and just copied it into my own. But I do like to try other people's builds, see what they did. Mike on this one has a lot of cool artwork and pictures that was sent to him from Blue Sky Rangers. And I don't know if that name is wanting to be put out, but just in case, I won't say the name. But Blue Sky Rangers did send him a lot of cool pictures. So whenever you press 1 on the overlays, you're going to see lots of cool stuff there in Mike's build from Sprint Intellect group. I think it's Sprint Intellect. Could be Intellivision Intellect. Oh, gosh, I can't remember. There's so many Intellivision Facebook groups now. What else we've got here? YouTuber highlight playlists. I do a lot of playlists. I put all the shows in one. Like if you just want to go look for, the Intellivision Show and you don't want to scroll through all the other videos, I have a playlist for that. I have a playlist for homebrew games. I have a playlist for original 125 gameplay videos. I have this one right here, YouTube video highlight for the show. When I showcase these other videos, none of them are mine. It's all from other people each week. If I saw something interesting or something you should watch. So this week I had quite a few. There was a video on USB adapters to play original controllers on your Sprint. Now, that adapter is in the works for a lot of places. But this one, they have a video out on it, and that one's in there. The biathlon gameplay video that we talked about it earlier in the news section, that one's in there as well. Moto Race USA, that's a work in progress. This is the 8th video. How to fix Sprint controllers. The guy was taking them apart and going through them. You got a lot of inside views. So that was a cool video. I thought that a lot of people would like to see. And then also you've got episode 5 of the Sprint 45 from my buddy RetroMarbs. He was in chat earlier. I don't know if he's still here. It's I know it's already getting late for him over there. So he's done a lot of Sprint videos where he did an unboxing, talked all about the Sprint. And then he has 5 different videos where he broke down the 45 included games and the packages and made videos on each one where he talked about them and showed some gameplay. The final one went up recently, so I put that one in there as well. YouTuber news. Don't have a lot of stuff usually in this one, but our buddy Papa Pete, he hit 7,000 subs in the last week. He spent a lot of time, a lot of years grinding, lots of videos. I know he puts in a lot of work, and it's good to see that paying off for him. Wish him all the best. And 7,000 subs, that's quite a feat. He does a lot of Xbox and Intellivision, among other things. But congrats to Pete on 7,000. All right. Biathlon. Yes, right here, Biathlon. You can see it in any of the Facebook groups, or if you search Biathlon, Intellivision, itch.io, I think I said that right, it will come up. Winter Games by Epics is epic. Yes. So if you can't find it, Joey, reach out to me. I'll just send you the link. I mean, not right now. Reach out to me whenever. I won't reply right now, but I will get back to you. That's another thing, guys, I meant to say earlier. I'm way behind on commenting. I always try to keep up on all the comments. So many comments and messages come at me from I don't even know how many different areas. And sometimes I forget to check on them for a while. Comments on YouTube, I always intend to reply to all of them. If I don't, it's not intentional. Do not, if you need an answer, do not feel bad. Message me again, tag me again, do whatever you need to do. I never neglect one, not on purpose anyway. So we're going to go to Intellivision Collector website. and we're going to talk about all the Sprint games he has available. Basically, it's any game that's a Intellivision Collector game that is available in digital format. We're going to talk about what you get in his Sprint packages for anyone that may not be aware. And then we're going to go into my top 5, and we'll do a little short gameplay, nothing lengthy at all, maybe a minute, 2 at the most. And we'll do that for the top 5. And then we'll finalize the poll, and we'll get on out of here. We're an hour and a half in, so yeah, we might be under 2 hours tonight. No, we're not, because I still got to play. We still got to talk about the games and play 5. But we're not going to be a lengthy show tonight. Lengthy for me, anyway. I go pretty long. Yeah, I know what I said. All right, so let's go ahead and get over to Intellivision Collector. Oh, first, I guess we'll show that later. I'll show it now, just in case I forget. So this is the show for Mike's Gaming Gala, Retro Bliss, Rewind podcast. They're going to talk all about the Atari Homebrew Awards for 2026. Zero Page Homebrew, of course, the host. Glad to see he's back. We were a little worried for a while. He's such a huge part of the Atari homebrew scene. I'm so glad that it was just a short break and he's back. So I'm looking forward to talking about this. I already did vote. I played a lot of the games at PRGE, and I owned and played some of them already before that. So I actually knew enough to do most of the voting categories, not all of them. And I can't wait to hear what Mike, Phil, and I don't know if Brian's going to be on this week, or if they're going to have a special guest, but I'll definitely be checking that out. Like I said, tomorrow I will be playing Thin Ice, and I'll submit my score, good, bad, or otherwise. And then I'll throw links to their show right when they start. I'll end mine, and you guys can just click the link in chat and head on over and hopefully watch Phil and Mike and Brian if he's there, and all about the Atari Homebrew Awards. I'm curious. They probably don't ever, but now since Atari owns Intellivision, I wonder if they would ever include Sprint games in there. Probably not, but you never know. All right, so where was I? So we're going to go to Intellivision Collector, and I had that on the other one, so let's go ahead and just do it here. Intellivision Collector. All right. So we are going to go into games. This is the main page of his website. I'm like, hopefully I don't show my password and stuff. I'm like, oh, that would be stupid. I'd have to go change it right now. All right. I'm in Canadian. Let me switch that over. So we're going to go into games. We're going to go into homebrew. I think I might want to do digital, though. Digital, is this where I need to go? Intellivision Collector, digital games. There is a Tutor Vision pack, and all the Sprint files will come on all of these. All the full games, you're going to get all the regular files and the manual and the overlay pictures, and you're going to get an Intellivision overlay, which is, if you know what that is the emulator you play on your Nintendo DSi XLs, 3DS works. Awesome way to play Intellivision, being portable. He will give you the overlay for that. I believe you get the backbit files, and then you'll have a folder, Sprint files or whatever it says in there. I haven't looked in a while. You get everything in one package from the Intellivision Collector. It really is the way to go. Most everyone is doing Sprint files at least. Intellivision Collector is the only one I know of that gives you literally everything for however people play. So you got the Tutor Vision 4-pack. And I actually forgot about those, but I have them on here. So this will give you all the games, all the files. Deadly Dogs, we showed you that one a little bit ago. $7.39, that one's a little cheaper. You've got the MTE 201 version 4.1b ROM only. When your Intellivision master component malfunctions, you can run all the diagnostics and system testing, test the controllers. Montezuma's Revenge. This is a limited run. Make sure you get this digitally before it's gone. It may not come back. You got Road Fighter. You've got Quarteto Brasileiro. Hopefully I said that somewhat remotely right. Space Panic. You've got Dragon Quest. That game looks like pretty much like you're playing on the NES. Amazing port. Lock and Chase 8K. X Rally. This was the very first game that this programmer did, and it's pretty good. Operation Cloudfire. Beachhead. Love that logo right there. Same one as on my shirt. I'm going to have to get a new one because it started, you can see right there, that should have the little boxes, the graph squares. But it's starting to fall apart, but luckily about here up is all you usually see. You got Poker Risque, Penguin Land, The Show Must Go On, and Vanguard. Shooter. These are all the games that he has digitally. Now, there are games that he's purchased, so I guess we need to show those too. Blah Blah Woof Woof. He did purchase the rights, so these need to count as well. Buck Rogers, Space Bandits, Load Runner, Parsec, and Fox's Quest. Great. Use your brain kind of a game. Figure out how to move the boxes without getting any of them stuck. Parsec's a shooter. Load Runner, arcade game. Space Bandits, arcade type game. Buck Rogers, arcade game. Flying game. I think he's also purchased digital rights for these. Norseman, Norseman 2, and Pyramid Warp. I love Pyramid Warp. Free Will Games, the same thing. The FW Diagnostics and Desert Bus. I've never messed around with Desert Bus. I believe I opened it up. That's about it. So those are the games. I'll show you a little bit on the Sprint now. But definitely check out Intellivision Collector. He not only does all the digital stuff, a lot of these games are also available in physical form. He sells games from like Intellivision Revolution. There's all kinds of original type games and collectible stuff. Definitely check out IntellivisionCollector.com and you'll find something you want to buy. I guarantee it. If you have a Sprint, definitely. All right. Let me switch back over here. That's the screen I want to be on. Let's check chat first, and then we'll get into some gameplay. I did a search just for biathlon on itch.io, and it came up right away. Yeah, I figured it would. Like the fourth one on the screen. Vuchko. When I have a kid, I'm naming them Vuchko and Vuchka. All right, so you've got Blah Blah Woof Woof games, and here are what they look like. Buck Rogers. We'll go through the little screens. You can see them. I'm not going to play them all tonight. Just kind of an information on what's out there. Fox's Quest. So right there, you got to move the green boxes over to the green circles. And you can get stuck. A box gets stuck, you start the level over. It's a great game, simple, and it gets hard. Load Runner, very fun to play. These are Blah Blah Woof Woof games. Jay. And also you've got oh boy. I just had a brain fart and I have several copies of it. Piggy Bank. There's one of the flat boxes. Hard to get. Very rare game. Worth a lot of money. Parsec. A shooter. Not the easiest game either. There's Space Bandits. Retro arcade type port. I just barely kind of learned how to play this one. I need to get into it a little more. And then we'll go into Intellivision Collector. I don't have the JSON file description for some of these yet. I still need to work on a lot. I have a lot of box art for CollectorVision games. I need to go through and make them. CollectorVision games are all the white screen with the blue Running Man, but that's one of the ones I want to work on next because one of these shows, I want to showcase all the CollectorVision and Intellivision games and tell you guys how you can get them. You have to join the club to get them, I think, at this point still. But even if you join once, get some Collector Vision games. Even if you just want to sell the games later, which I think they frown upon that, but they give you access for 1 year. All right, so we've got Beachhead. That is a fun game as well. I like the shooting right there. You've got Deadly Dogs. We saw that one. Don't need to sit there. This is Dragon Quest. Look at that. Great RPG. Lock and Chase. 8K version. Collapsing Lupin. Great maze game. I'm not very good at that one. I got to get a drink from my water. DJC Koozie. Operation Shutdown. What's going on, sir? Good to see you. Uh-oh. Slappy. The secret to those shirts is to let them hang dry. Don't put them in the dryer. So I have like 70 game shirts, and I've noticed it's not always the same manufacturer. Like if you order from, what's a tea place? I'm hungry and the details are just going. Different people make them. They're not making the shirts. They contract it out. So sometimes you get someone that cares about what they're doing. Other times, not so much. But yeah, definitely drying does speed it up. But this one is weird because it was just like in the corner. So I think that was just not done very well. RetroGamerEric, I need to pick a few of those games up. See, sir, if you tell me your favorite type of games, I could tell you where all the games you should be buying are and point you to the right direction. Good to see Operation Shutdown here. TORQ gifted 10 Intellivision Gamer memberships. That is awesome. Luke, the Intellivision collector himself. Yes, T-Public. Thank you, sir. I need to order me a new Intellivision collector shirt. Like I said, it's not too bad yet, but it will be soon. We've just been going over all the different games you have available for the Sprint. Showed off Deadly Dogs for the Homebrew Highlight. Just was at the website. Now I'm going through showing the screenshots of the different games I have loaded up on my Sprint for you. And then I'm going to pick my top 5 of your games and do a little few-minute gameplay for each one. But huge thank you to TORQ. 10 more memberships. Man, I think we're like somewhere in 150 range for memberships. Let's see who got them. Is it going to show me? All right. Trying to find it here. All right. So Brandaid64 got a membership. Michael. Oh boy. And I'm going to say his name wrong again. Hussey? Guppyzar got one. IR Geek got one. Darth Swede. Neglectoid. The Armchair Rocker. Timothy Lampier. William got one. Electronite. Carbonated Lithium. Camaro SS. Nice. 10 more new members. Again, welcome, Luke. All right, so let's continue. Lock and Chase. Great game. Didn't have as a kid. It's very well done. Fun game. I'm not very good at it. Here we've got the test cart. Montezuma's Revenge. So awesome that Luke was able to finally make this happen. A few publishers have tried. No one could ever get it. And Luke made it happen for us. Not only physical, we got the digital version. So I'm not wearing one, but my hat's off to you, sir. Operation Cloudfire. Same type of game as Montezuma's Revenge. A few of the screenshots here. We've got Penguin Land. Guess I could have been naming the IC003. This was his third game. Poker Risque. Ooh la la. Oh my. That kind of looks like Michelle. What do you guys think? Dark hair. Quartetto Brasileiro. 4 games on here. Final Round and Max It I'm really familiar with. Intel, I know what it is. And Sudoku, I know what that is as well. But Final Round and Max It, I played a lot of those from the Tiny Contest and from afterwards. a rare racing game or driving game rather, Road Fighter. This was a 2025 game. Really like this one. I have not beat the whole game yet, but I've got really far. Only so much time that I can put into a game unless I'll do some more special live streams. I have a list, a backlog list. It's a mile long, but I have a fairly long list of games that I just absolutely need to play to completion, and this is one of them. Space Panic, 2023 game. The show must go on. That's what I think every time I have to miss. For some reason, I'm like, I have to find a way. Great game. Love this one. Vanguard, a shooter. You can shoot left and right or up and down. Boss right there. Very fun game. And this was Sergio. And forgive me if I'm getting his name wrong. I'm pretty sure this is Sergio. Sergio's first game on the Intellivision, or first full game at least. X Rally. Very well done. Luke gave it the complete in-box treatment. So now we're going to go and do some gameplay. We're going to do my top 5. These are games that are available in digital form for the Sprint. That's what I picked my top 5 from. So it's not like my top 5 favorite Intellivision Collector games. It's the games that are available that I have on here for the Sprint, which most of them are, but not all of them. All right, so coming in at number 5, I love shooters, and Vanguard definitely makes that cut for me. Intellivision Collector splash screen. Got to get some energy. So now I'm invincible for a little while. You can definitely want to take advantage of that. Side action buttons. The upper one, you're shooting horizontal, and the lower button, I'm shooting vertical. Definitely take advantage and just tag everything. You can go through walls, whatever you want, whenever you get that. Uh-oh. We'll play each one of these top 5 a minute or two. Just want to show a little bit of each of the games off. Woo! So this is where you start having to go back and forth. Keeping an eye on the terrain. Also, what the heck you're shooting in which direction. Woo! It's also a voice game, as you guys can hear. I hope you can hear that okay. I've been talking about it forever. I still do not have the voice set up properly, or the sound set up properly. I promise you, I'm going to be so happy when I finally do that. I don't have to say it anymore. It's the way to go, where I have virtual audio. Shows you where you're at on the map. Not very darn far. I forgot to ask my wife what's for dinner. And you can tell I'm hungry because I'm thinking about food. I know it'll be waiting for me. I never get to eat with them on Mondays, sadly, but the price, the show must go on, right? It's the price I pay to do the show during dinner time. I can't remember if those things kill me. I've read the manual, but it's been a long time. Oh my gosh, I can hold it. I've been pushing it. Annihilate everything there. Oh, there was an injury down there. All right, I'm going to move on to number 4. This was number 5. I love shooters, and this one's well done. All right, number 4. Montezuma's Revenge. This is a very well done game. I love it. That's why it's on this list. And you may not agree with all my picks, but that's because they're my picks. This is one that I have not played near as much as I should. It's a lengthy game, a lot to it. Very well done. And I can't remember if I screwed up coming this way or not. We're just getting a few minutes of look at each game. Don't expect any expert gameplay right here. I think you're stuck going this way. Yep. Woo-hoo-hoo! My toes got toasty. All right, now we can unlock this other side. So now once I get that, I think I can just go through these guys, right? Yes. Whew. I kind of held my breath as I did. I think the first few times I just... What the heck? I avoided him and jumped over him because I wasn't aware. I think I saw someone else playing and then... Oh, I tried to jump and I was stuck on the ladder. Dang it. So I think that gives me 1. I think I need it right here. I can't use that because I need it 1 more screen over maybe. Oh, come on. Did I lose it? No, not yet. This is where I need it. Because you can't get down that first one without that white sword. I don't think anyway. And now they're green, so I can't just run through them. And here we're back. So I've grabbed more keys. And I have 1 hit. Oh! What the heck? Oh, I'm full. And I jumped right in the fire. That was stupid. I thought I was missing grabbing him. Oh, I forgot. You got to get up to the first one and wait. Is it blocked? I don't know if I've been down here. I had to have. Oh, I used my hit and then I fell off. Wonder if I should do this way. I don't know. I don't think. Oh, I can jump. I guess I'm going down. Oh, don't clip that. Yeah, I've been here. Oh, so here's where I need... Oh, I don't have that. I thought I had the white sword. I must have already got hit. All right, so there is number 4, Montezuma's Revenge. Let's move on to the next one. Number 3. What do you guys think I picked for number 3? Road Fighter. 2025 game from Intellivision Collector. I am an ex-race car driver. Nothing real fancy. I grew up, raced karts at a high level. I've been a national event racing karts. And I raced full-size karts, full-size cars at a local hobbyist level, Madera Speedway, and had a lot of fun. That was 2008 and 9, I think it was. So it's been quite a while. And now just RC racing, which I did do since 1992. Also did slot car racing on and off over the years. I just love racing anything. So when there's a driving game, I have to have it. This one is so well done, so smooth. You're not even going to see how smooth it is until you play it on your own console. So you've got a brake on the side. Each color car reacts a little different. You definitely want to get the gas cans. Pink ones kind of go whichever way you come up on them, they'll go the opposite. Oh, I don't even know what happened there. Certain color won't do anything. The game progressively gets harder. You've got... oh, I was looking over at the side. You've got your fuel on the lower right. And then on the upper right, you have your progress in the map to the checkpoint, which we're close. There you go. And then you have the game map, which you'll see here in a second. Right there. How cool is that in an Intellivision game? I've been pretty far in this, but I have yet to beat it. I have seen the screen. I believe it was the final screen anyway. Sometimes it's really hard to not hit the side at all when it's tight going back and forth, trying to avoid the cars. It will frustrate you, I guarantee it. Oh, I knew I was dead there. Or gonna crash. As long as you don't miss the gas, especially when you get farther along, do not want to miss the gas cans. The gas can idea was Mike's Gaming Gala's thing. It was another graphic. If you guys know Road Fighter, it was something else. And Mike suggested having him a gas can. Oh, I'm pushing down on the disc. That's what I'm doing. So he made it through a second checkpoint. Nobody's talking. There's somebody. I was wondering if I was like froze up or something. Usually someone's saying something. There, I've got road hazards. This is a bridge level. Oh my gosh. I'm going to say I find this one the easiest level, but then I've already got tagged twice. You've got trucks now. Eventually they'll start dropping things. Now we're moving. This is not as easy as it is here later on. We are already almost to the next checkpoint. The cars get smarter as you go as well. Bart says, I still haven't made it to the very first checkpoint. Whoa, I guess I need to brake more. You need a brake when you need a brake, but you want to go as fast as possible. So there are different settings, and once you get good, you want to play on the second setting. I find the hardest one's too hard, at least for me. I don't like it that hard. But you can correct better. I played on the easiest one, I believe. On this one, I forgot that I liked the second one. Oh, that was a frustrating hit there. What's really frustrating is when you're about dead and you see a gas can and then you hit like that because you can't catch up to it. When a gas can leaves the screen, you wait for the next one. And when you're almost out of gas, you're not going to make it. Oh! Uh-oh. Like right now, I'm close, but I'm dead. I'm not going to make it. When you start flashing like that, boom! Chud lad, I was just going to say, you make this look easy. Yeah, I've been a lot farther than this, but it's not easy. Here you've got options. You've got, oh, I was on easy. Oh, yeah, I was saying that. I like to play on normal. So normal turns off auto skid recovery. And then hard, you've got no auto accelerate and auto skid recovery is off. You can also change your car color. Lots of color choices here. Red's my favorite color, especially when it comes to cars. So that is number 3. So we're going to move on to number 2. And number 2 is definitely not a number 2. What could it be here? Show must go on. I've never played anything like this. I know there was something where a game before, obviously, but this version, I absolutely love it. This is one that I like to play with the Xbox controller. Got a little story here. And the king, his mood changes based on how you do. Run out of Ethel? I can't remember what that is. I go full speed and wonder why I can't make the bends. Yeah, you can't do that. Uh-oh. I just opened my phone up on accident. iPhone mirroring. I hope it didn't. All of a sudden throw my phone up on the screen. I might run out of time here. So you have to grab the plates from the piles. You want to grab the closest one usually. And you got to get them to the top. Eventually they'll start to wobble. And if they start to wobble, you can simply go up them again, and it will start them spinning again. I don't know if that's loud enough. Hopefully you guys can hear it. I promise someday I'll have virtual audio in and we won't have that issue anymore. So now it's a little more. He's going to shoot swords at us. I think the next level you get like fire on the ground. That one holds you up for a minute. Uh-oh. You can also duck. You can jump. Later levels, that knife can be high or low, I think it is. Again, you're going to see fire. It'll go all the way across the ground until it hits the first wall. See how they're wobbling? They will fall off and break. Oh, my stomach's growling. So popularity plus 3%, flair 0. There's different reasons why you get your score. It's not a random. It's how you play. King's Mood's up 23%. I have gone all the way through this game, but it has been a while. Where is he? There he is. Whew, that was close. Plates are getting wobbly. So we're up to 32%. I'm not getting any flair. I think it's because I'm trying to get through them and not doing the right things. I don't know what gives you flair. Maybe close calls. Uh-oh. There's the fire. So now you're kind of stuck. And when you've got a plate wobbling and you need to get to it, there's nothing you can do. Sometimes I forget. Things stop at the... Woo! And we got it. I need to try the Xbox controller for this. I have trouble getting up the right... Yeah, see, I was having that issue too. Not on the original, just a Sprint. I don't know why. So I use the Xbox 360 controller. These are like $15 on Amazon. They work great. They have great reviews. Ah, there's a fire again. Come on, come on, come on. Uh-oh, right back at it. Fire again. Nope, there's a low one. And another fire. I'm already getting wobbly over there. Can I do it with a plate? Yes, I can. So now they're straight again, or at least some of them. This is the one where you start falling off and it gets frustrating. When you're trying to hurry and... Oh boy, that one's getting... That was a little too wobbly. Oh no! Like that. Then you waste time. No! I think those crashes, when he does that, makes him a little wobbly too. No! Oh, good. I did all that with a plate on my head. Oh, I might make it. Woo! TORQ says, if I stop pressing the disc for a fraction of a second, then press up, it worked fine. Yeah, a really light touch works better in some games. And it depends. I think it depends on how the game is done. Bought it on Saturday, spent the next half an hour trying to get the little plate happy to go up reliably. So I had better luck when I barely touched the disc. Like a really light touch. As you can see, though, no issues with the Xbox controller on this one. Lots of jumping back and forth. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, that looked painful. Yes, it was painful to my ego. This is Act 6. I forgot that started. Now you gotta watch high and low. Can't do anything from there. Uh-oh. Oh, I fell for it again. All right, please don't hit me with that again. Oh no. I was too worried about him getting me up high. Then he fakes you out like that. Uh-oh. I may not make this one. No! Ah, game over. I didn't make it. That's Swede! Thanking TORQ for the membership. Good evening, sir. We're playing the top 5 Intellivision Collector games. Went over them all a little bit ago. Off-Grid Arcade says, I would have picked this one if I didn't have the controller trouble. Hoping the Xbox controller works for me. It will. If you need this one, if you can't find something, let me know. I'll send you the link to this one. Yeah, Cajanox, this is a fun game. This is my number 2. And my number 1, we'll check the poll again. My number 1 doesn't do very good in the poll. Oops. Now we're back on the Sprint controller. My number 1, Operation Cloudfire. I fell in love with this game. This is a 2022 release. Picked it up, came home, played it until I beat it. This game has multiple endings. An Intellivision game, multiple endings. I had to beat every single one. I absolutely love this game. The play style is very similar to Montezuma's Revenge. You've got a big map in this one. Check options. Tips are on. Skill. Normal, easy, hard. Music off or on. You've got a little bit of story here. We're going to skip that. Proxima 5. Oh, you know what? Quit game. I think the map is down here. What the heck? Okay, number 1 is the map. So you are where it's flashing. You see this whole board? It has all of those rooms. It's a pretty big one. It tells you what key cards you have, what upgrades you have, how many lives you have, and your current score. This will save games. You can continue, luckily, because it's a long game. You want to pick up the data cores. There's a locked gate over there, much like in Montezuma's Revenge. In the beginning, it's telling you things, to help you out. Oh, like watch your step. And then I jump across it anyway. Ahead of you is a long fall. Be careful for now. So don't go that way. I've already played through it, so I know normally I would try to go down there, but that you need double jump to get up that. So now I've got the white card. I'm heading back. And there we go. So now you can see on the map, it shows you every room you've been in. If there's an exit, which side of the room is. Flashing again is where you are. Collecting key cards, finding things, not dying. There you've got that, but you can't do anything with that yet. That yellow box down there may contain something of interest. Oh, it does. Not dying before you get to it. Upgrade found, double jumping. Press button twice quickly. So now if you go back to the map, you can see under upgrades, you've got jump 2x. I don't have any key cards currently because I used that white one. I've got an extra man. It looked like, I would guess, 1,000 points. I got a free man. Never really paid attention to that. Double jump makes it a lot easier to get over things. So I can't fall yet, but I can double jump and get over it. And this is where, if you would have went down here, what you normally do when you play, this is where you need the double jump to continue. There's just so much to this game. I really like it. It's so well done. It's a lengthy game, too. Oh! This facility's been down for a long time, a few years at least, which begs a question. Why would Command wait this long to commission Operation Cloudfire? Yeah, this game's... I really like this game. I mean, not everyone likes all types of games, but this one is one of my top Intellivision games of any publisher. And one of the few that I just had to play it until I was done beating it. So now you can see we've been to a lot of different maps. We've got parts of it uncovered. And I can't remember where everything is at this point. It's like I said, it's been a while. Just kind of going around to show you guys the game for a little bit. Sometimes you're going to get stuck because you have to go to other areas. I don't think I have the blue... I need a blue key card before I can get down there. And apparently I went the wrong way. Oh! I guess I should have watched them a little bit longer. Oh, I got ground up. I can't remember if I need to go. I came in this way. Down here? I don't think I can fall that far yet. Let's see. Oh, I can. And this is the way I... Yes, it is. Oh, jeez. I went in circles. So that's where this comes in. If you think you get lost, open up the map and check it out. Ooh, that was close. You play it long enough, and you start to just memorize. Did it again. You start to memorize everywhere where you've been, and you recognize what it looks like. So I haven't went up here yet. But I have been that way, just an alternate way. So now I do not. I didn't want to jump that far. Am I dead? Game over. So another thing you want to do, you can continue, but you want to save every so often. I still have my upgrade, okay. And it shows you where the gates are. Like I can see where the white gate is, the blue key, the blue card gate. I forgot you can go down those. Well, since this is number one, I'm going to play it just a little bit longer. So I think right up here is something interesting. If I remember correctly, no! Ay, ay, ay. Star Paddler, what's going on? Sometimes you don't want to double jump. Chuck! Jump into that red spinning thing's it really fun and tickle. Yeah, I just did that. And I didn't even read that comment. All right, I want to get right the screen up here and then we'll wrap it up. Oh, look at that. Oh, and I died all those mean final score. So you don't get to continue more than once. So that's why you want to save every so often. And then if you die, load the game and start there. Let me get back in here. Oh, Chuck's here. Hold on. Chuck, are you still here? Because I need to show you something if you are. Late to the party, can't stay long. We're almost done, though. We're almost done. If Chuck's here, I want to show him something. I'll get it ready just in case. Sometimes we all pop in and pop out. He might be going live, or maybe he is. Are you here, Chuck? Sometimes we're working and listening. I guess I'll show him Run and Gun another time. So he pops back in, I'll switch back to it. Again, guys, I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow. I'm going to play Thin Ice. No more than an hour at 5 o'clock, 8 Eastern. I will send a link and send you guys all to the Retro Bliss Rewind podcast. We're going to see what kind of score I can get in Thin Ice. Not very good at it. So I might actually be able to play a few games during that live stream, unlike Night Stalker, where I got one shot. Let's end the poll. This is why I always forget, because I'm never thinking about it. So we got 54 votes. And Montezuma's Revenge, number one by far. Show Must Go On. Operation Cloudfire, almost sneaking up and taking the 2 spot. 20% for Show Must Go On, 19% for Operation Cloudfire, and Road Fighter, 13%. Let's end the poll. Throw it down in chat there. The colors on the map are kind of brutal. Yeah, I agree with that. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's show. This was show 104. Big thanks to everyone that showed up live and everyone catching up on the replay. I really do appreciate you all. And next week, same time, same place, we are going to go over all the Intellivision. It's kind of like what we did today, the regular show. The main topic is going to be going over all the Intelligent Vision games, and there's a lot of them. David has put out a ton of games, and we're going to go over all of them, show you screenshots of them all, and much like we did tonight, then I'll pick my top 5, and we'll play through some of them for a few minutes each one. On your way out, if you are new here, I do Intellivision stuff every week. Consider subbing to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Good night, everybody. I'm heading to go eat because my stomach is growling.
Rise up, get ready for the fight. The Intellivision gamer, shining so bright. Reviews and gameplay, he's got it all from classics to new. He stands tall, interviews and insights. He's on a mission, unleashing the power of retro. He's got the knowledge, the passion untamed. Intellivision burning with the flame. YouTube's his stage, says brothers unite. Intellivision gamer, he brings the light with the game console. He's making his